Hi, I'm Rachel from Parenting Central, and this is Moby's latest baby carrier. It is the Moby Move, and it is a very comfortable, easy to use, cleverly designed, and excellent value for money all-position carrier. So firstly, it's suitable for newborns without the need for an infant insert, which is how I have it set up right now, so with my newborn sized doll. It also has a weight capacity of 20 kilos, and this panel here expands out. It's actually a very generous sized panel as well, so I believe it will accommodate easily up to a 1 or 2 or even a 3-year-old child, and I'll show you how that works later in the video. Also, as I said, it is an all position carrier, and what I mean by all position is it will go inward facing like I'm doing here with this little baby. And from about 6 months old, you'll be able to go forward facing. You can do a back carry and also a hip carry as well. It's also extremely comfortable for both baby and also the parent. So for the baby, as you can see, it has this really nice cocooning shape. It has really great cushioning right here for the legs. So you'll have really well supported thighs just here, and nothing's cutting in on Bubba right there. You can see I really like the shape of this panel. It cuts in underneath Bubba's butt, so it's giving you lots and lots of support for their back and hips, and also supports them in that optimal M positioning, or the froggy leg position, which means you make an M shape. You go from their feet, go up to their knees, and then down to their butt, making an M shape, which is optimal for healthy hips and back. For the parent, you have amazing lumbar support through the back. It has a very supportive waistband. This is an amazing waistband. This feels so comfortable on. One thing I have a little concern about with this waistband, it is absolutely perfect for me. I'm feeling very, very comfortable with this. It is a very firm and very wide waistband. I do wonder how it would fit on a very petite parent. So a parent who's a lot shorter than me and a lot narrower than me, I do wonder how well that's going to sit. However, on the other side of it, I believe that this carrier will accommodate parents much taller and broader than myself. So just one thing, maybe you might want to try it on if you are very, very petite adult, just because of how broad that waistband is. The other thing I love about this carrier is it is basically covered in this sweat wicking mesh. It is like a sports material, so you'll find it throughout the carrier against your skin. There is this great mesh panel here for baby. So basically it's going to be perfect for warmer weather, for exercising, for parents who are just run a little bit warmer, or babies that run a little bit warmer. You're going to feel cool and fresh and dry. And then obviously when it gets a little bit colder outside, you can always put a jacket on. You can always rug up over the top of it, but it will definitely keep you nice and cool and dry and fresh through summer and also when you're exercising. So I love that about this carrier as well. So there are more little features that I want to talk about, but I think I'm going to have to show you how to put the carrier on, and then I'll talk to you about those features as we go. So I'm going to take it off, and then we're going to start over. I'm going to show you how to put the carrier on for a newborn, and also talk to you about those other little details about the carrier that I'm really excited about. Okay, so now that I've taken the carrier off, I can show you a little bit more about what's going on in the inside of it. So firstly, as you can see, this was set up for a newborn, but as Bubba grows, you can actually just adjust that Velcro out further and further as they grow. So we can provide that knee-to-knee support, that M positioning in that knee-to-knee support as they grow. There is a height guide or an age guide just here, but really I would go by your baby and just continue to adjust the panel out as they grow. And let me show you how big it is at its full extension. So that panel, if I put it against my body, it might make more sense. So look at how big that is. So if you imagine picking up a big toddler, their legs are going to be supported all the way around your body. So you're going to be able to comfortably carry, as I said, a 1, a 2, or even a 3-year-old in this carrier. So it is a big carrier and so adjustable from newborn and onward. Okay, so I've popped it back into the narrower position because I do have a smaller doll. So I'm just going to start with it on my back, just so I can see what I'm doing with the buckles at the front. I'm going to bring that lumbar support around to the front. I'm going to take this buckle through the safety loop, pull the strap all the way over, and then buckle it up. Now I like to then swing it around to the front, and I'm going to position it quite high on my body, and then I'm going to pull those tabs to tighten. So the trick with that as well, with any baby carrier really, is don't just pull randomly, because you're not going to get it where you want it to be. Lift the carrier up to where you want it to be. Lift it to where your baby's bottom would be when you're holding them. So position it with one hand holding onto it and then tighten it up. That's going to get it exactly where you want it to be without it slipping up or down. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to do a very, very easy way of putting a carrier on. It's called the t-shirt method. So these buckles right here on the shoulder straps, they end up in the middle of your back. So you might, and I do have the flexibility and the dexterity to reach up and over and buckle them up over my head. However, a lot of people do struggle with that early on. So I'd recommend practicing with this way. And then as you get more comfortable carrying your baby, then you can just do it up at the back if you want to. So the first thing I would do though, is just do up that buckle. So it's already done and you don't have to worry about it. So the next thing is I'm going to pick up the baby. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to have a cuddle with your baby. You're going to bring them up against your body. See, Bobby is nice and close to me. I'm not holding baby out here. I'm not trying to put baby in and then tighten them to me. I'm just going to have a cuddle first. And so if you've brought that panel up as high as you needed to, you should be able to basically see how that's baby's butt and they're sitting straight onto the carrier and their head is close enough to kiss. So this is the position that I want. If baby was too low, I don't want baby down here and I don't want baby up here, okay? I want to be able to just position Bubba right on the top of that waistband. So with one hand on Bubba, nice and secure, you're going to lift up that panel up to the back. Okay, and now I'm going to swap hands. I'm going to pull this hand out. This hand is supporting my baby, and then I'm going to grab that buckle that ends up over your back, and I'm just going to slide it up and over my head. And as I do, I'm just going to slide my arms through. And that's really it. I'm in it. It's done. All I have to do is tighten. So keep a hand on the baby until you've got it tightened. So now we're coming to a feature that I love about this. Is there are actually, there's a buckle at the back and there's a buckle at the front. So some people will prefer to tighten it from the front because you feel a little bit more in control. You've got one hand on the baby. You can tighten it like that. I don't find that's a natural movement, but it's very easy to explain. You can see it. You can see the buckle yourself. Like, it's a really easy way to learn how to use it. Personally, I find it easier to reach behind me, grab that and then pull forward. I feel that's a stronger movement for me. Okay, and I'm in, that's it. The whole thing is actually on now. It's tightened, it's secured, it's ready to go. But I wanted to show you those buckles because I really love that it's adjustable between, like, depending on what you find easier, just do that. Taking it off, you basically just reverse the process. You're gonna loosen those straps off first. So I will admit that when you do it this way, you do have to do a bit of a chicken wing with your arm to pull up on that buckle there and then pull that fabric through. So some people just don't maybe have that flexibility as well, but whatever works best for you. Otherwise, you're just gonna lift on that and pull that through. So that's why a lot of people do prefer to use the buckle at the front, but totally up to you. Then with one hand on your baby, you're just gonna reach up, grab onto here. You don't have to get to the buckle, you can just grab onto a shoulder strap and then just pull that over your head and off you go. And that's it. That's basically how you take it off. So as I said, this carrier can also do a hip carry and a back carry, but obviously with a much bigger baby than I have got here. I can show you how to do a hip carry, but I will make a different video for that because it is a little bit of messing around, but a very cool option as well for your baby. So I will pop a link to that in the description. Otherwise, I love this carrier. It is so comfortable, easy to use. I will say again, the value for money on this carrier is amazing. Definitely check it out. It's definitely worth looking at. So if you have any questions about the Moby Move or any baby carrier or any other baby products that you would like to see me review, please let me know. Otherwise, don't forget to subscribe to our social media channels for more product reviews and how-to videos. Have a lovely day. Take care. Bye.